anybody from the boat or their family that you've heard or know of any issues with them recently or prior to this incident?
Like any confrontations?
Or them saying anything in the community about the lawsuit or the pending charges, anything that would kind of lead me?
I mean, David, I told you about the Kenya, tree horn. A month or so, maybe 6 weeks before this happened, called me, just all out of sorts, and told me, I told you about this,
yes, sir.
right?
We've interviewed her, yes, sir.
So, I mean, she said she'd heard it from 2 different places that family from the boat wreck was, it was over the top that I really didn't, pay it a bunch of attention. And I asked her about it. She said she didn't know who the people were, but she said that it was with a friend. It was at a friend's party. She knew who the friend was and would take y'all to the friend. So, has she talked to you about that?
She's given us very little.
Do you feel like she's being evasive? Because let me tell you what I've tried not to do. I know y'all have to look at me. I've tried to have as little discussions with the people that y'all are interviewing, with all this talk about how I fixed this and fixed that with the boat wreck, which is totally untrue. I've tried to not have a lot of conversation with people that, I know y'all need to talk to.
Well, the problem that I encounter, and I think everybody in law enforcement encounters in any investigation, people on the street talk, and they run their mouth, and they'll talk to friends, and they'll talk to families, and they'll talk to victims. But when the police show up, they keep their mouth shut.
So she's not talking to you?
She has given us some information.
Okay.
Some information.
So is there a problem with me going to her and,
I'm not going to answer that.
So you're not telling me not to do it?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
Either way.
I'll get somebody to talk to her. All right? To try to get her to cooperate with you.
Darn. Allergies. Excuse me. All right. Do you have any more questions that I might be able to answer? And if you can't think of any now, reach out, call me.
Well, no. I mean, you've answered a lot of things I had questions about, and I appreciate it.
And I'll call the Brandstetters and see if they want to meet. Maybe get Marion up there at the same time so I can just meet with them all together. Does Marion? I know they live on Wadmalaw. Does Marion work?
No, she doesn't work. And they're kind of between Wadmalaw and, they're residents of the state of Florida, but they're here as much as but they're in Greenville a lot right now.
Yeah, because of grandbaby.
The baby, that's right.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. I just a few more questions.
Okay.
Did you kill Maggie?
No. Did I kill my wife?
Yes, sir.
No, David.
Do you know who did?
No, I do not know who did.
Did you kill Paul?
No, I did not kill Paul.
Do you know who did?
No, sir, I do not know who did. Do you think I killed Maggie?
have to go where the evidence and the facts
I
take me.
understand that. And you think I killed Paul?
I have to go where the evidence and the facts take me, and I don't have anything that points to anybody else at this time.
So does that mean that I am a suspect?
You were still in, like I told Corey earlier, you were still in this. With everything that we've talked about, with the family guns, the ammunition, nobody else's DNA. I have to put my beliefs aside and go with the facts.
Talking with Mr. Griffin, there's one sentence after that before we redacted. We both agreed that I could lead and ask you after that last question. Do you say, well, I understand, I mean, and shaking his head?
Yes.
So on August 11th, 2021, after this interview, during this interview, did you consider Alex Murdaugh a suspect in the death of his son and his wife?
He was the only known suspect at that time, yes.
And that day, was the case transferred from Solicitor Duffy Stone to Attorney General Alan Wilson with the South Carolina Attorney General's office?
Yes, it was.
I just want to go back right before we ended, and I'm not trying to get you to repeat this, but do you remember when you asked, or do you remember when he told you, I know y'all got to look at me, and I've tried to have as little discussions with people that y'all are interviewing, you know, with all this talk about that. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
How did you take that statement to mean, his answer when he said that?
That he was trying to stay out of the investigation and let us do our work.
Okay. In early in the investigation, he asked you about, well, that tree going back and forth. And was he clear on when that video was taken of him in that clothes on the tree? Was he clear?
He didn't recall.